Marjolein and thank you for watching my new video. I'm Marjolein, I'm a fluid artist from the Netherlands, and for my art studio I would like to show you what I do. And today I will show you everything that I use for my fluid art. As you can see, I use a lot in my fluid art. There's so many equipment that I use. So that's too much information for one video. So I divide this video in separate categories. So let's start with the first category, and it's the paint, the pouring medium, and everything that I use to mix my paints and to store my paints. So let's start. To show you the close-ups, I use my phone, and there is a long a rope on it. It's really not handy. So I twist it around my arm because otherwise you see that swinging in my videos. So it's a real nice bracelet. First thing that you need is a canvas. Yes, you can buy them everywhere. There are a lot of different in quality. This one is from the discounter here. And always check if they are level, because this one is really not level. So my daughter can use this. This is a expensive canvas. Please always check if this is level. Look, this is level, so this is much better. I recommend to start with smaller canvases to test your paint, test your pouring medium, test your consistency. Everything you can test on those small canvases. They are also from the discounter here. It's very cheap, and I also recommend to start with small canvases first, and then go bigger, bigger, bigger. So that's everything that I have to say about the canvases, and now I will talk with you about the paints. Alright, the paints that I use. My favorite brand is Amsterdam. I think I have the whole collection. I really love the Amsterdam paint. It's really good paint. They have big jars, small jars, and they have tubes. Small and big, and they sell it in standard series and expert series. Sometimes I buy the expert because I see a nice color and they don't have it in the standard series, so I buy the expert series. But you don't need the quality of this because you thin it with the float roll, so this is good enough to paint. This is very expensive. And I also use the Liquitex Basics. Is also a really good quality of paint. The Winsor & Newton. I love Winsor & Newton, and especially the Prussian Blue Hue and the Winsor Violet and Winsor Blue. Those three colors, I think I have a lot of jars of it. And the paint of Ara. I don't know if it's available in America, I don't know. But I love it. This is just craft paint. It's from a very cheap discount shop here in the Netherlands, from the Action. I used it, I tried it, but no, I don't like them. They are for my daughter. She's 7 and she loves to paint. I don't use it in my paintings, but if you are a starter and you want to try this, you can always start with this paint. The best paint is golden, but it's really expensive, really, really expensive. So I don't use that a lot. Sometimes I use Deco Art. I love this. 24 karat gold is really pretty color. Alright, this is everything that I have to say about the paints that I use. Those are my favorite brands of paint. Alright. Next, pouring medium. I will show you close up. So I always use my Owatrol float roll. In Europe you have the Owatrol float roll, and you also have smaller containers. But I use a lot of Owatrol float rolls, so I need the big ones. Sometimes I mix it with the gloss medium from Liquitex, because that will give the painting a little bit more of a shine, because the float roll is not shiny at all. It's really dull when it's dry. So if you add a little bit of Liquitex gloss medium, the painting will be a little bit more shiny, and it really dries really flat. So I love to use this also. And I use water. This is my water bottle. So you need water. And I I sometimes, no, yes, I used it before, but I don't like this. So it's pouring medium. It's from Liquitex, but I don't like this one. And pouring medium from the discounter here is also a good one. So there are a lot of pouring mediums, but I always use the Oatrol Floatrol with the Liquitex and with water. And of course I have to mention the Australian Floatrol. It's also Floatrol. It's really expensive here. So I don't use it for pouring medium, I only use it for my cell activator. Yes, I just love my Oatrol. Alright, I will show you now everything that I use to mix my colors. Alright, everything that I use to mix my paints. First, gloves. Yes, I need to wear them more often because my nails are really always black or blue. Yes, it's really recommended to use gloves, small cups with a lid. You can buy them, I think, everywhere on Amazon. Measuring cups, they are really great to use. I have smaller ones, but they are really, really small. So I usually use this one. This is my best one. And stirring sticks, of course, stirring sticks. You need them to stir your paints. Little spoons also to stir your paint, and this a little big spoon when I have a big jar of paint and I can scoop it out of my jar. So that's what I use, and a sieve to use when I need to sieve my paints, and a small one and a big one. A jar, always handy to store your paints. It's a jar from, I think, the mayonnaise. It's cheap to reuse a jar. And this one's also a big jar. And those squeeze bottles, I have them from Amazon. I store them here, as you can see here. There are a lot of squeeze bottles. They are from Amazon, small ones and big ones. And a funnel, and I use my funnel to pour paint in my jars. And sometimes I will use my sieve also, and then there will be no lumps or something in my paints. So this is everything that I use to store my paints in my containers, in my glass jars, and in my squeeze bottles. And next is to label my bottles. Everything, look, here is Cloud Mix, and I made it with my label writer. It's really easy, and as you can see, everything that I use has paint on it, but it's okay. And here also paint on my scale. I use my scale. Sometimes on the internet there are recipes that they use grams or liquid fluid ounces or something. I use my scale for that. So this is everything that I use. I showed you my paints, my canvases, my pouring mediums, and everything to mix my paint and store my paints and label my bottles, and of course a block note. So this is really a great tip for me. Write down everything that you did, and everything what worked out and everything what didn't work out. Please write it down, and maybe some color combinations that are really good to use or are really pretty. Write everything down and you can find it when you are making another painting. So this is everything that I use. This is only the first video. There will be more videos available with everything that is there on the floor. But you'll see that in my next video of basics and everything you need and everything that I use. So if you are interested in those videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I see you next time. And as I always say in Dutch, houdoe!